Now, before I start, I must say that yes, I do get video ideas from Cultaholic and some blood culture videos, but keep in mind, okay, when I do these lists, it's just my opinion, okay? So I try to keep it different. That's what I try to do. So, yeah, these are just my personal opinions. If you don't like my personal opinions, don't write it in the comment section. Write it on a piece of paper, and then eat that piece of paper and have fun crapping it out. Cool. But seriously, wrestling families are important. I mean, in my family, you have on my dad's side, it's pretty crazy, might I say. Me and my cousin are kind of like we're the cool guys, I guess. I don't know anymore. Uh, my cousin's brother, or my other cousin, if you want to call him that, the one we don't talk about. Yeah, that's what we call him, the one we don't talk about. He's kind of he's more likely the guy to eat chalk and paint on the wall. Yeah. You have one who is 1 year older than me. Yeah. Or a couple months older than me, I should say. He's the one that's socially awkward. I'm kidding, that's not entirely true. Not even entirely. He's kind of like if you don't know, I'm actually kind of talkative. I like blabbering, or I like flapping my gums. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows I love flapping my gums. And believe me, talking is a good thing. Okay? Trust me. Yeah, I should have a smack. I should, by the time I'm recording this, I don't have a smack. I recorded a SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 video today, but I currently have not uploaded that. So, just a spoiler. The first 7 minutes of the video were like uninteresting. Just saying. So, just saying. Okay, so moving on. So yeah, this is the top 6 greatest wrestling families. Let's do this. Number 6, the Flairs. Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, the family that includes Ric Flair is obviously gonna be on this list. Okay. Just think about how many people are in the Flair lineage. Flair obviously is probably one of the greatest wrestlers in not only WCW and WWF and WWE history, but in wrestling history. But whatever. Excuse me. I mean, anyone who has 16 world championships in his family is probably going to be on this list. Not to mention, you have Charlotte, who is the leader of the women's division. And not to mention, you have David Flair. Remember David Flair? The guy who was married to Stacy Keibler at one point. Remember that? Yep. I remember. Apparently, the reason that they divorced or they didn't get married in storyline, it was supposed to lead to this angle where this is just unbelievable, where Vince Russo was the father of her child. That's a story for another day, though. Anyways, yeah. But there you are. There you are. Can we go to the next one, please? Okay. Number 5, the Funks. Okay, so the thing is that Terry Funk and Dory Funk Sr. are all the names you need to know about. Terry Funk is a former NWA, not that one, World Heavyweight Champion, ECW Champion, etc. Dory Funk was a pretty good was a pretty good tag team wrestler. His dad, Dory Funk Sr., well, he was one of the greatest pioneers in wrestling. So they were. Number 4, the Ortons. To be honest, okay, I have a huge amount of respect for Randy Orton. I will say that. I mean, you have to admit that living up to your father's legacy is a difficult thing to do if you're Randy Orton. You're saying that your dad is a Hall of Famer who is Cowboy Bob Orton, and his grandfather and your grandfather is Bob Senior. Both are in the Hall of Fame, by the way, if you're wondering. So that's kind of the thing, okay? That's the thing. How do you live up to their legacies? Be better than them. Of course, Randy Orton is a 13-time world champion. Yes, he's a 13-time world champion. So, yeah. He's a 13-time world champion. He's won the IC title once, the US title once. He's held some tag team gold over his career. Just be thankful he's never won the women's championship, right? Looking at you, Harvey Whippleman. Orton obviously was a big part of wrestling, no matter what you thought of him. Okay. Need proof? Need any proof? Well, you can watch this match against John Cena at Bragging Rights 2009. I kind of liked it. Sue me. You could watch this match against Daniel Bryan and Batista at WrestleMania 30. Yes, he lost that match, but it was still a good one. But whatever. Okay. On to the next one. Number 3, the Guerrero family. I mean, think about it for a second. The Guerrero family in America, okay? Especially in America, there are only a couple members of the Guerrero family that are well known. There's 3 of them. Well, 4 if you count Corey Guerrero, but he never wrestled in America. I could be wrong on that, okay? I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, the 3 that you probably remember are Eddie Guerrero, obviously, Chavo Guerrero, obviously, and Hector Guerrero. Remember Hector Guerrero, the guy who was inside the gobbledygooker? You don't remember him? Thought so. But yeah, speaking of Corey Guerrero, you have to remember that his lineage is treasured in Mexico, okay? If you look at Corey Guerrero, okay? Corey Guerrero was a tag team partner to the Mexican equivalent of Superman. That's a given. So yeah. I mean, what would you do? He was very well respected. And his sons, Eddie Guerrero, his sons, Eddie would become one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, having one of the most emotional title victories at No Way Out, 2004. And in my opinion, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Anyway. Number 2, the Hart family. Oh boy. I mean, any family that involves Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Stu Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Tyson Kidd, is probably going to be on this. List. Okay. If you're looking at the best of Canadian wrestlers, there's 5 of them right there. Just so you know. Bret was a 5-time WWF champion, and he's one of the greatest wrestlers ever. What do you think? And number 1, the McMahons. Oh, man. Where to start? Vince, Linda, Stephanie, Shane, Triple H. They're gonna run the company someday. So yeah. Vince and Linda's still alive though. It's synonymous with wrestling. So